Now you can't move 4 spaces.
Oh, from Be Terrific. Hey, it's looking great. Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Wait, what is it?
Be Terrific said, hey, it's looking great.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Since he's,
we appreciate you.
The fight or the stream? I don't know. Both. But either way.
Yes.
Wait,
what was I gonna...
since he started his turn in the moonbeam, he has to do the Constitution save.
Oh, God bless.
Okay. He fails.
Nice.
And takes 16 damage. Radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
He totally takes fire damage too, because the hell with him. Bastard.
Does his shadow shield like look like it's going away?
It looks like he's going away. Is Misty Step a bonus or a movement action?
Misty Step is a bonus.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So
You
can't really
you
move.
can move and Misty Step.
He can't really move. So he'll stay and probably die this turn, but he's did his best. Drekas, you're up.
Okay, so since I missed with the hammer last time,
Mace.
I don't feel like screwing around, so I'm going to cast a level 8 Spirit Guardians. So he has to make
A level of what now?
Level 8.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can cast level 8 spells.
Yes.
He could cast one
I
level
can
8
cast
spell.
a level 8 spell.
I don't. Did you waste that here?
It's not wasting. Go. Do
There's
it.
no wasting.
I'm doing it. I just want to see what you have to make. What your save is.
Listen, he just watched Malok literally deal almost 200 points of damage.
Yeah.
Uh,
You have to,
168.
you have to make a
Jerk.
You have to make
No.
a wisdom throw.
Oh no, I forgot the
It's
first
200
one.
and-
Ha!
It's 210.
210.
Yeah,
Fuck you
yes.
guys. Anyway.
You have to make a wisdom save.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, you save. Okay, you take half damage. I need
Son of
8
a-
d8s, please.
Okay. You're
All right, this you can have here. Here, have
I
it.
need 4 more.
1,
You
2,
know, let everyone contribute.
3.
Okay, we're good.
Part of the gang.
1, 2, 4, 6,
fine.
No, it makes sense. Artemis isn't part of the gang.
Hey, my roll to 5. Let's go.
Merry Christmas.
10, 18.
And happy New Year.
Whose is this? Is this brown one? Huh?
28.
Is this radiant damage?
30.
Oh, 2 8s.
6 and half. What was
18.
that?
18.
18 radiant damage.
How do you want to do this?
Hey!
How is Malok? What do you want to do?
Drop him like a sack of bricks.
Tell me
That's
what
not
happens.
Malok.
Well, it's not. Oh, let me sit down. I'm sorry,
Well,
everybody.
it's whatever Dragon.
Well, so he's not Malok anymore. So he's a demon, and I'm a holy man. So I'm just gonna say, "Be gone, demon spawn," something stupid like that. 'Cause, whatever. And then, just like, because it's level 8, it's just like, you know what my angels normally look like when they come out? They're like normally not as nice glowing. They're like bright white light, and they just fucking go right after him. And like
Instead of normally going around you, they just go, and they like collapse on him, and they're just stabbing through with like these.
and you notice that there's more than there usually is.
Yeah.
Because I cast a high spell, and they like go up and like go through him and come back and do all that. So it's just like,
Well, they spear through him and come back around. Yeah.
yeah.
Every time they spear through him, shadows just like
Yeah.
tries to
You literally are
reform.
basically like pouring milk on like black paint, and you're just basically cutting out. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I could think of.
Okay.
Close enough. Sure.
Because Sean just looks at me like, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounded
You
bad.
know what you get when you pour milk on paint.
Can we edit this? Or
We'll never let you live this down.
We'll do it live.
Let's never do it live, because that was
currently
awful.
are.
Okay.
So it's like when you pour milk on black paint, and
Hey, you know what? Just stick to your guns, man.
no, yeah, I got it.
You know, like you do daily, pouring milk on black paint.
I don't know what you guys get paid to do at work, but anyway.
Someone took theirs back.
So,
Malok
Did you take
The-
the D8 back?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
D8s.
Okay.
So all of these angels.
These are yours, right?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure.
I'm very crazy about my D8s.
Sorry.
So all of these angels with long, lighted, basically lightsaber spears just come and fly through and fly through and fly through and just stab and stab and stab repeatedly, and eventually he just and explodes.
Oh, good.
And let's see.
I assume I'm taking damage from this because I'm right next to it.
Well, you're gonna make a dexterity save. All
Shit.
and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jeez, what is that?
Oh,
Radius?
you're just outside of range. 30 feet.
I didn't even take an attack today.
30 feet. Well, I'm sorry.
I imagine the DC's 20.
I don't know.
DC is a number.
Everyone roll a dex save.
Does a 14 count?
It sure counts.
Mine's a 15.
Roll good. Oh my god, my roll's been terrible today.
So,
That's a 27.
I was caught off guard. What?
My save is 9.
He's dexterous.
Why couldn't it be wisdom? I'm good at that.
Because this is getting out of the way of an explosion.
Yeah, you don't want to blow up.
Yeah.
Nah, but
He
this is
uses
still
quick
really
lights.
bad. It would have been bad anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I failed all of them.
Instead of being like super
That's not even a
dexterous and just
question.
getting out of the way of the
Yeah,
explosions,
I rolled a
Artemis
15.
just puts
I
her
failed.
bow away and
no, I
turns
didn't roll a
around.
15.
I rolled a
I'm sorry.
five.
Doesn't
It's
even
an
look
11.
at it.
It's an 11.
So, those of you that got under 20, you take 39 necrotic damage.
Still alive!
Knocked
barely
out.
alive.
Necrotic and lightning.
Me and Scyther are
Those
both
of you
done.
that passed, you take 20 necrotic and lightning. Ooh.
2 health.
I'm unconscious.
2.
You're not good against mages, are you?
No.
You're gonna like the Naga.
That's alright. Remember how you were worried about me? I still have 41 health left.
Well, you should help people.
Oh, I'm going
now.
to. Don't you worry. I'm not going to just prance around.
Kitteus-
I'm
So,
still
oh,
alive.
and
So,
Rellik is just barely up. Fire elemental.
he has 31 HP. I'm unconscious. I don't have concentration on him
So-
anymore.
So he's done.
Oh no! Hold on! Hold on! No!
You
No!
guys
No!
have a
No!
problem.
No! He does not go away.
He
Why not?
stays.
He stays and
Why?
becomes an enemy.
Yeah.
Why?
Do you know how
Because-
Conjure Elemental works?
Oh no.
Why don't you read that last paragraph?
Well, we know he has 31 health
We are
left.
in trouble.
Why don't you read it out loud?
If your concentration is broken, the elemental doesn't disappear. Instead, you lose control of the elemental. It becomes hostile towards you and your companions, and it might attack. An uncontrolled elemental can't be dismissed by you, and it disappears 1 hour after you summoned it.
So we have to kill it?
Might
It
attack.
has 31 HP. That's all I'm saying. So it shouldn't be too difficult.
It
but it's a
said-
problem.
The description
Well,
said,
you're up next, so
I'm
that means
unconscious.
he's up next.
The description said might.
I'm
That
unconscious.
also,
Right.
that also means a death save.
Yeah, that's exactly
Right.
what that
To be
means.
honest, it just got exploded upon. I'm pretty sure
I've
it's
got the
pissed
Fire
everything.
Elemental here. He's got 31 health. I got
Yeah.
that noted.
Me and Scyther both passed our death saves.
Okay. It is now the Fire Elemental's turn. Because, you know,
Because we needed more enemies.
hey, I didn't make the. Anyway.
Sure he didn't.
Sorry.
So it's going to attack twice. Well, actually, let me see if it's hostile.
Yeah.
That works for me.
It is the most hostile it could possibly be.
Crit fail it.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Wait, guys, maybe it's our friend.
How much HP did you say you had, Rellik?
2.
Sorry.
It attacks you and
much
it
damage did
attacks
it do?
you.
Okay.
One attack
How much
each.
Check
damage could
saves
possibly
or
do?
No, it
This is an
attacks.
Oh, thank God.
It attacks. Okay, and first attack is 23.
On who?
Him first. I was
Okay.
going that way.
Okay.
And then on you, it is
And on fire, I believe.
26.
And on
Oh,
fire.
20, 25, but either way.
Yeah, that hits.
A 17 and a 19 I rolled.
Hokey smoky, we are in trouble.
Fuck out of here.
There's the door. Start fucking walking.
Say that weak shit in the air.
I'm
That
making
is-
a
I'm in calm with
That
my
is-
my
water
F-bombs
spells
today.
do
Get
I-
the fuck out
Oh,
here.
wait. So, question, because my spirit guardians last
Your
for
spirit
10
guardians
minutes.
are still around, yes.
Yeah, they last 10 turns. When
Oh.
he starts his turn, he has to make a save.
Oh, yes.
So he has to make a whiz save.
Sure.
But he
before
hasn't.
any of this happens.
Wait.
Because he
why?
turns hostile. Because
But he doesn't turn hostile until you notice him turning
Oh,
hostile.
okay, that's fair. Never mind.
Right.
then.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't target him
Yes,
at the
that's
beginning
true,
of his
that's very
turn
true,
until
very
he
true.
starts attacking.
All right, sorry. You're
Right.
right. My apologies.
So, that is 9 fire damage on you.
Yeah, you're down.
And on
Down.
fire.
And on you,
And you were on
good
fire.
that is 13 fire damage.
Okay.
And you're both on fire with whatever flammable things you have. So your V, your deep V,
What?
fire.
Cool.
This is how he always wanted to go.
Which means on your turn you're going to automatically fail a death
I'm
save.
That's
such
okay,
an
don't worry about it.
idiot.
Because you're
Fine.
taking damage
Trust me,
on
you're
your
fine.
turn.
What's 41 minus 13?
I'm
Trust me, you're
such
fine.
an idiot.
You will not be on fire.
We shouldn't be in the situation I fucked up, but we're going to continue playing it out.
Why?
Tell me why though.
Third part of the Hexblade's curse. When the target dies, I gain HP equal to my charisma plus my warlock level.
That would have put you over the damage that
would've-
it hit you?
I had 33 HP left.
All right, well,
But
too late.
yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Learning
I'm
your
just-
characters.
Yeah, no.
You fucked up, kid.
So you take the damage, you take
you're up.
damage, you're good. Artemis, you're up.
Finish him.
Do I know? Like,
You're like,
I've
we'll
seen
just
these-
take the fire elemental off the field. Like, no.
I've seen these things before, right? They're tangible.
Yeah, you can hit them.
Okay.
Yes, you've
Yeah.
seen me turn into one.
So
You
since
can
my target
definitely kill it.
expired on the last turn, I'm going to recast my Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
And I'm going to shoot at him. I have advantage because he's next to an ally.
Indeed.
Nerd.
So first shot is 21.
21 hits.
Yep.
So I'm going to roll the damage for that first. Has he taken damage already this
A
fight?
lot.
Okay.
He is at 31 HP, dude.
Okay, so he's
Yeah,
going
you'll
to
probably
take
kill it with
Hunter's
the
Mark
second attack.
damage
Yep.
plus
Oh,
Colossus
fuck, am I-
damage.
Okay.
Wreck 'em.
Colossus damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? 'Cause he's large?
13, 18,
No, because
19.
he's taking damage or something like that.
If he's below maximum HP, I deal an extra D8 worth
total?
of damage.
19.
19.
Okay. Got
And then I get one more attack.
it. Yeah.
Oh, this could be it.
Yes.
Artie.
You have allies next to him. Are you rolling sneak attack?
That's going to be this attack.
Oh, okay.
I can only apply one thing each turn.
Gotcha.
Awful.
Maybe.
What is it?
Maybe.
17?
Hits
Yes.
by
Nice.
a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
AC is 13.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, they're
Get
super.
off the fire elemental.
I've been a fire elemental.
I don't care. Don't look at it.
It's not exactly not knowledge.
And then
English,
another...
It's
15.
common knowledge for me.
Dead.
Okay, so you fire the first one with the Hunter's Mark. It doesn't like show or anything on it, right? It wouldn't be like magical.
Hunter's Mark?
Yeah.
No, I've always just said it as
So
like,
you know
I'm calling
exactly.
my shot.
Yeah, you know exactly where to hit on the body.
Just straight
whatever.
up Babe Ruth it.
And you just and you fire, and then it just goes like it's about to strike again, and you just and then you look at it, and it just looks back at you, right through the head thing, fire head, and it just dissipates.
Hey,
Nice.
now I'll take the little back.
Now it's gone.
Get
Fuck
up
that
here.
guy.
Fire elemental, return.
And with that, Rellik, you're down.
Down.
Still on fire.
Can we go to my turn?
Hold on.
Okay.
Just because I wanted to point this out before, but then that
Right.
happened. Drekas, you see, obviously, with the explosion and then the fire elemental, it's kind of chaos, but after everything kind of clears out, you see that where Malok stood, there is now a pulsing
Of course.
black energy ball, a la Dragon Ball Z, but with pulsing or crackling electric or blue electric energy around it.
I know not to fucking touch that.
Okay. Now, Shaggy, you
Who
can.
would do that?
I mean, we're out of combat. You can do
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
you want. So.
Well, because
Right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start with a watery sphere. I'm gonna cast it above all the fire, and I'm going
Okay.
to disperse it at the same time, because then it puts out all flames within a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
I like it.
So essentially, I'm gonna make it rain.
I hate it. I made it rain.
Literally though.
I made it rain.
That's how he
Who's
summoned
the
the ball.
closest
He's
to me
like,
that's not on fire.
So you are now no longer on fire.
I'm really
Artemis.
upset. I had a
Right next to
really
you.
good line for killing the fire elemental if I could have.
That's Artemis.
Oh, sorry, I meant who's down.
Rellik is the closest one down.
So right, if I just cast a healing spell, they come back up, right? They don't. Is that how that works?
Better do it quick, because he's gonna have to roll a death save in a second.
Well, I'm gonna
So
do.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing. How many people is it? 6 creatures. So everyone.
Mass cure wounds.
Yeah.
Cool. Or mass healing
God
word.
bless.
Mass cure wounds. I
Alright.
can use mass healing word after it. That's a bonus.
God bless.
All right. So I'm gonna do a mass cure wounds. That's a lovely 3d8s.
I'm casting mass blood and lungs.
That sounds horrible.
Alright, that was 5, 11.
Holy shit.
Just for the record, all those deck saves, you had an inspiration die right there that you didn't use. Just throwing that out there.
Well, he also had advantage on all of those.
As did one of you. You
So,
have it too.
I
no,
crit
he used
that.
it.
you
I
have
had the
it.
other
Yeah.
one.
Everybody
I
gets
didn't need it.
everybody
You could've
gets
gave it to
20
one of them.
health
That's right,
back.
yeah.
Hey,
as well
I'm not
as
dead.
Nice.
Oh, me
Oh,
too.
lovely.
Everybody, yeah.
2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 9. So everybody gets 29 health back.
Oh, even
29. So 30 minus 1. If that makes it easier for you.
You don't go.
29.
You don't.
I can't do this math.
It doesn't
What's
transfer
28 plus
into
29?
temp, does it?
No.
better. If only.
I'm double healed.
Overheal.
That's a thing.
Oh, I'll take care of that.
Yeah. Sorry, Windows. We can't update you now, buddy.
Why do they keep trying to force the update on you?
Windows.
I just disabled that.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
You,
well then.
then it doesn't keep.
I mean, the
forcing you
updates
to
are
do
good.
it.
You just have to, do them in a timely manner, not in the middle of,
balance.
not at 11:53 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. I just
Oh my God! It's 11:53
Yeah.
already.
We're gonna
Yeah.
be wrapping up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to fight a Naga or 3 or whatever.
What happened?
Only 5.
What did you say?
Now
I'm totally ready to fight.
What
I
did you
heard.
hear?
I thought you said something. Anyway,
Now what do we do though?
now what do you do?
We have this large orb in front of us.
You're all up and around and gathering around this thing. You know exactly what it is. You've seen it in action.
Wow.
You've seen what it does to people. You've seen two of your friends go through this for most of
I
you.
do a quick joke. I just give you a pat on the back. Don't fall on it.
Make a
Now is
dexterity,
not the
make a
time for
constitution
jokes.
save,
Oh, shit.
and make a strength check.
Legit?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I crit.
my God.
Okay, you're good then.
Now is not the time for jokes. We just lost a friend.
Was he though?
Oh, my
I
angel's
mean,
still flying around my
That
legs, waving
friend
everybody.
put a blast in my chest. I don't regard him
I
so
think-
much as a friend.
Oh my god, wait,
right
what
now.
if one of the
I think
angels
a
touches him?
semblance of the word
know.
friend disappeared a long.
Only one person talk at a time, sorry, because it's very hard to keep track of what's going on.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Maybe it's been a while, but it still feels pretty recent to me.
Do you ask me that?
I'm going to.
Okay.
So we all know what happens if one of us touches it, but what about one of the angels, man?
What?
The angels are insubstantial for the most part.
They are?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are flying around him right now, passing through it basically, and not
We
touching
saw
it.
what happened with the dragon that was inside of Reed. They were able to contain that pretty easily within a powerful item.
Powerful. Yeah.
But at the cost of the item.
I mean,
the best guess I've got is like one of our special echoes, which we can't risk getting rid of.
I don't know. I don't think we need to use an echo.
about the necklace?
The weapon they used to store the last one wasn't an echo.
It's true, but it
No,
was
but it
regarded
was-
as
That's
Um,
pretty,
A very powerful, strong weapon,
pretty
like
substantial. Yeah.
legendary. Yeah,
like some
actually.
sort of. Artemis just leans over and looks at the bell ringer.
Get fucked.
Okay.
It's not that legendary.
Oh, sure. I mean, how legendary was that other hammer?
We don't know.
Pretty cool.
I know what to do.
You have no idea. You had never heard of it before that day.
Yeah, that's how good it was. I had no idea.
Well then.
And still never heard
That
of it.
super legendary item that nobody had heard of.
I know what to do. I take off a knife boot.
That's not,
This will contain
It's
it.
not
that's
good.
not even a...
You want to lose a
Magic
boot because
item.
that's how you lose a boot.
I like these boots. Actually.
That's what I thought.
Does anyone have Tenzler's floating disc? Maybe we could lift it, float it on that, carry it to the ocean, and drop it in it with that.
I've got an idea. Can we
You
just
guys don't
put-
have to keep looking at me. Decide what you want to do.
Can
Tell
we
me what
just-
you're gonna do, and then I'll say what
What
happens.
if we just?
That's why I'm asking
Yeah,
them if they
yeah.
What if
But
we
every
just-
time you ask them something, they all look at me like, "What is that gonna do?" I'm like, "I don't know.
Why
You
don't
have
we
to do
just
it first."
Bury it.
That sounds horribly, horribly lazy. Relic. I'm in. Let's do it.
Why don't we just push it under the rug and then put the rug on top?
I mean, I could do something very unresponsive. Yeah, no, I would not do that actually.
What?
In character, never mind. I'm not even gonna say
Okay,
because I would
that's
not
fair.
do it.
Or maybe Shaggy sends it to another plane of not so many bad people.
No, because that requires me touching it, man, and I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
not work at all.
I would say
I don't know what would happen if I cast Bigby's hand to get it out of the way.
You
There's
get a
a-
super evil big piece hand.
I mean,
It might punch you in the face.
there's a saying we use in
Evil
the taverns in Karaga. It's, not my chair, not my problem.
Oh wait, I could.
So
use that.
I mean, this thing is right here.
I thought it was gonna be fighters keepers, and you just grabbed
There's-
it.
I automatically know all rituals.
Yeah, because Burwell wants another character to go evil.
Alright, what I'm going to attempt to do, because it turns out it's the spell, Tenzer's Floating Disc is a ritual, and I automatically know all ritual spells, so why not?
All.
Yeah, it's...
Well,
it's-
cleric
it's-
based.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it has cleric,
Right, the cleric tag.
Oh, hold on.
you don't know all of them.
I don't think
it's-
that's.
I know
correct.
every
No,
spell
no,
ever.
never mind, that's
Okay.
not. I just looked you right. So, never mind, don't know it.
What is the tag, though?
It's...
Magic.
Wizard or sorcerer, I would imagine.
Yeah,
So
it's
then that's a
ritual
Kitteus
caster
thing.
and wizard.
But I don't know if he knows all rituals.
No,
It's-
I know. It's part of like my life cleric thing. I could do something with rituals.
Now-
Just have to reread it again.
We could just leave it here.
No.
Dig a hole.
Look, this thing could come back to bite us later. There's no telling what's gonna come along and touch it. There's
Dig.
a lot of activity on
Yeah,
this
you don't
island.
want an evil squirrel with wings.
That would be
Giant evil
hysterical.
squirrel.
Can
You know how
anyone
hard it
grab a
is to hit?
squirrel
Well, Malok
and
didn't
throw it
grow.
at
Hey,
this thing?
Other
I've
than the
seen
wings.
Monty Python. I know what evil rabbits can do. All right,
Yes.
God knows what an evil squirrel.
That's
can do.
true. That is very true.
And squirrels are already inherently evil, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, you have to double the evilness
They
of the
torture
squirrel.
our dogs.
Dare
Dare they?
So,
hole.
Squirrel.
Squirt.
how
What
far
about
are we?
something
How
completely
far are we
like
from the water?
innocuous?
From the water? You're like inland. You're like very far
That's what I
inland.
thought.
Yeah.
That's why I was gonna say we cast.
You're like almost center of the island
Is
inland.
there a fire
big
of
is
Mount Doom we can throw it into?
The
I don't
orb?
know.
It's like a watermelon.
Okay.
So I
Like,
look
like a
at,
cantaloupe watermelon size, somewhere around there.
I look at Kitteus and I say, "Do you happen to know Tensor's floating disc?"
I do not.
Huh.
What if
That's
you-
why. That's why I gave the Big B's hand option.
What if you have Scyther touch it and then steal Scyther?
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Coming
He
from
goes,
the guy.
If only I had the other one.
You can get fucked. I would never destroy a weapon. Kill your creature thing. And then store it in the
Hold
thing.
on. This is coming from the guy
It
who
wouldn't be able
spent
to fly
3
then.
days of mourning
Wait,
about the
well-
loss of his bag on.
Well,
Hold
like
on.
a week.
I still have the interdimensional necklace.
Give it a shot. Hit it with it.
Well, don't you have
Just
to?
hit it with
Okay, you know what? Just throw the necklace on top of it. See what happens.
Well,
You have
do
to make
that.
it bleed onto it.
What, your old
I don't
necklace?
think that.
Yeah, I put the necklace on the orb.
You just-
Wait,
How,
hold on,
how do
before
you
you-
put it on the orb?
Hold on, before you do that,
Throw
is
it
it
at it. Just
is
throw
it like
it at it.
is there anything coming off of it? Any like blood or anything?
What, the orb?
You said it was a dragon heart, right?
No,
It's what they call a dragon
Okay,
heart.
it's like an orb
Yeah.
of cackling
Gotcha.
energy.
Yeah.
It's like when you defeat a monster in a video game and that little orb sticks around. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
It's an XP
So,
orb
like,
that
It's an
corrupts
XP
you.
orb,
Pendulum
but it's,
swing it?
but it's a way worse.
Pendulum swing it so that way the crystal hits it, makes contact with
You
it.
probably shouldn't be touching it.
No, no, like
I-
pendulum
yeah,
swing it
yeah.
and let go at the momentum of it.
I bring it back. I say, "With this, I banish you." I assume, and then I swing it back towards the thing and let go when it's about to impact.
Okay. So, as you let go, the pointed crystal, it's like a D8 kind of, the crystal itself, and it kind of just goes and passes into the black sphere of Shadow Dragon Death Heart, and it passes through, and then the beaded necklace kind of passes through, and you just kind of like, everyone just kind of like looks
Goes right
around.
through it?
It goes into it, like
Oh.
it kind of like gets absorbed for a second.
Oh, okay.
And then you just see a shot come out of it, and you look up and you're like,
Well, that's gone forever.
that was probably it.
Never coming back.
Not strong enough, I imagine.
Nope. That's what happens if you're. With,
So,
okay.
all right, I'm gonna try.
You could try
something.
knife boot.
I'm gonna try something.
Need my boots.
Or your charming bracelet.
Oh, I didn't even get to try that.
All right, I would like.
You
to-
could have.
I would like to try something.
Go for it.
I would like to try to call upon soon via divine intervention to get rid of this fucking thing.
Casting divine intervention.
Yeah.
So you have to roll under a
D100.
15,
Yeah.
a 15 or under on a D100.
Yep.
Go for it.
Do we have a D1? Oh.
Yes.
It's
Roll
It's
those two.
a percentage
okay.
percentage
Roll,
Percentile
dice.
the, roll the
dice.
double-digit one first.
This could be
If you roll
insane.
a 10
This
or a
would be
double zero,
amazing.
there's a chance that it can happen.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like this is the one time we're gonna roll
Come on,
high.
baby. Come on, baby.
Nope.
No.
Oh, it was
Nope.
almost a double
What is it?
zero.
80.
Yeah.
80.
80.
80 what? Just roll it.
Yeah, just roll the second one.
Just roll the
normal
same one.
D10.
Just
Roll
yeah.
another d10.
Yeah, there you go.
88.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Cool.
Well, you tried.
No.
So you just
It was a good idea.
you're like, I got this, guys. My wife's a god. I don't know if
Oh
you
my
heard.
God, I didn't
So,
say that.
I feel like you
thought
said
You
it.
did.
When don't you?
And you're like, and after like a minute or two, you're just like, you look around and everyone's still looking at you, and you're like,
We're waiting.
all right, it's not gonna work.
There's a cricket.
She's busy.
The cricket's waiting too.
She's got really like important god stuff to do, so
Can't use that for a week.
Damn.
indeed. It would have been really cool.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
you,
it
could
would've
try
been.
it. You could try it daily. It's only if you succeed. You
I-
can't, you
Oh,
can't use it.
Yeah.
okay.
So you can wait till tomorrow and do it again.
Right.
I've been sitting for 10 days.
I say, hold on.
Come on.
Soon.
on.
Come on.
Come on, I actually need your
Well,
help.
keep in mind you only have 14 days to complete the Naga
Oh,
thing.
shit, yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, that's a long time, but just
Still.
not that you're going to need the 14 days, but in longer treks, you might need the full 14 days
Yeah.
or harder enemies or
Yeah,
whatever.
I understand.
What's up, Roland?
I think this is important, and I think I have an item that might be strong enough. And I take out the cube. I'd be sad to
Why?
depart with this, but I think it's important we seal this thing away.
Wait. I just want to point something out. Once you use it, you can no longer use the item, but the item still exists. So if the item still exists, but it doesn't function, you still would have to have the item on you. And they say not to keep the item on you after, because it's
Yeah.
a corrupting type thing.
So you
Well,
willing
we
to
don't
bury
have a
this?
choice at the moment.
Isn't that linked to you, though?
The cube is not.
The bracelet.
It's the bracelet is to summon the cube. And
What if we
activate the
linked
cube.
it to a life form that was like totally innocuous?
You know, did you see the necklace? That's a problem. Or it would just.
It doesn't seem like we have a container to restrain whatever is infected.
No, a creature. Throw a creature into it.
That's what I think. Even if we put a small creature, it would still be rabid and crazy.
I mean, how grabbing crazy can a worm be?
Who knows?
You
maybe
already
even
fought a
small.
worm and it almost killed you all.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. Malok made it really stupid and it didn't do anything. Yeah.
I wonder if we can. No, I'm not going to say that. I was bringing up unicorns every time.
Well, he doesn't know where to go.
That's true.
He went home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work.
How far have we traveled?
Like in miles or time?
In time, I would say.
Probably about 10 hours or so.
So, all right.
We
about
could
that
have
day.
we could have someone make camp here. Leave a couple people to watch the heart. Send 2 people back to the camp, either tomorrow, back to the Rosk's castle. Inform them of the situation. Tell them it's dangerous to leave it on the island unattended. And ask him if maybe the Dragon Knights would be able to dispose of it for us if he could get
They
in contact
would
with
dispose of it.
They would use it.
They use
Yeah.
They totally use and abuse.
They're using them already.
But if
We
we
should
Yeah.
we should ask the Rosks if they have. They probably wouldn't do this. Maybe we should ask if they have an item powerful enough to seal this and then just lob it into the ocean.
They might charge us for that item.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'd rather-
Everything seems pretty members only kind of deal.
Yeah.
If we go back and say, hey, we've encountered a problem on our first low level mission,
looks bad.
it's not going to
Has nothing to do with the mission, though.
No, but
Still.
it involves us.
Fair enough.
I'd rather not look bad.
So let's just bury it. And walk away.
Still
You know,
doesn't
it's-
seem to do
this
the right
burying
thing.
We can always bury it here. I was looking around at the destroyed trees. We can find this place.
Look,
Shaggy
feel like-
especially can find this place.
anyone with any sort of magic inkling would feel this thing from miles away.
I don't know.
Do you know how
feel
magic
it?
works? Do I feel it? I probably don't.
The proximity to it, you can feel the pulsing, and each of you kind of feels like you feel every time your heart beats, and I mean, you don't know this, but it almost beats in unison with each other because it's causing you to just like it's like a bass of a really loud music, like it's like.
Obviously, there's some really large trees here,
Yeah.
right? So, why don't we do what Artemis said? Have some of us set up camp, and then we go through a tree and come out at the castle, and then get them. It'll eliminate half the travel time.
That's true.
It'll eliminate all of the travel time.
Well, to get there, it will, not to get back.
Can we
True.
contact the Shield of Justice? Because they've dealt with this before. They were willing to sacrifice one of their items. Maybe we can get them to sacrifice another.
This is the only island that they're not on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you can-
tree
They're not on
travel.
Blade Isle either.
You can
Right.
free travel.
Awkward.
You can tree travel to the Shield of Justice. Maybe
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
they
then how
love
do
magic.
I get back?
Do the same thing.
do the same thing.
They
We'll
will
set up camp here.
They will not come through that tree.
They're not going to come through the tree.
You don't have
Wow.
to. Just tell them we need an item that can seal it.
Yeah, because they're gonna give that to us.
Well,
They
when we
already, they already told us to not come through the tree anymore.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They did. We go,
And,
I'm sure there's trees outside.
Let me just remind you, when the Shields of Justice used that hammer to contain the Dracolich heart, they did say that they searched a long time and they had to
while to
like
find.
go into their chasms and like,
That's what I figured.
yeah. So I don't think that, you don't think that would be a viable option after considering it.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fair point. I forgot about that.
Can you make a teleporting tree and then we just like...
No, I could just go through the tree.
Basically what they
Tree
said is
onto
that it is a legiondary status item.
Yeah.
So anything around there, like
Might
a
have a
like a
chance.
super rare or a legendary type item, would suffice, you believe. You can try something a little less. No telling what it would do, but I
Do you
mean
still have-
there is, but not.
Do you
from
still have double-sided fire sword?
No. He sold that like
Long time
almost immediately upon getting it.
Oh wow, this is flashy and brute forcey. No, it was
Yeah.
a cool item, just not rolling style.
Well, I have
I
already
mean, you
given
earned
my...
the shit out of it by one-shotting a boss pretty much with you
I
and
say-
fucking
I say we
Ruland.
leave it here.
Fucking
Try to obscure it as much as possible.
Bury it.
And
We can't touch it. I don't know how you can.
Just
bury
put
it.
dirt on top of it.
That's what I'm saying. Obscure it.
and
Throw dirt on it. I'm telling you, it'll be fine.
So while you guys are talking, Rellik starts to like shovel dirt into it, and every time he does, it just shoots out little pellets of dirt back at you.
Okay, so that's not gonna work.
can you stop doing that?
All right, I'm gonna make a
It will not be
wall of
contained.
dirt around.
Oh, there you go.
it. Yeah.
Now you just have a wall of dirt around it.
Do you have like
Not very high.
No.
move earth? You know that spell?
Not today.
Damn. Tapped out.
No.
Is there?
It's not on the ground, it's floating a little bit above the
Yeah,
ground.
no.
Okay, just so that's clear.
Are there any large rocks nearby?
Sure.
I would like to lift one up and then just throw it at it.
Make a strength check.
I'm gonna hide behind a
Pretty
tree.
damn good.
Okay.
I'm hiding behind a tree.
21.
Gonna come.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm moving the fuck away.
21?
I'm
Okay.
hiding behind a tree. No, I don't. I saw
As soon
the
as I see him
dirt.
pick up the rock, I
Yeah,
think
I'm-
Yep.
God.
Nope.
I move 10 feet backwards behind the tree.
Okay. So with advantage, make a dexterity save.
Son of a bitch.
I rolled a d6, I rolled a 6. So
Fucker.
I wanted to see what happened.
9.
Oh, he's gonna get hit right
behind
in
a tree,
the
though.
face.
I'm aware of that.
Okay.
So the tree hits you as well.
Dodge!
Better use it.
23.
Oh, so much
Okay,
better.
so half damage. Gonna steal these guys
How
here.
much health did you have left anyway?
29 because we healed.
It's only a boulder and a tree coming at you.
So much right
What
now.
tree?
So halved is 11 damage.
Ah,
Bludgeoning. So much. So as you throw this thing, it covers it for a second. And you're like, oh, look at that. Poof! And it explodes off in a direction that Kitteus is running and just ducks behind a tree. Boom! Crashes into his back as he's trying to duck behind a tree. It like takes his hip, and you feel like there's a bruise on your hip, if not dislocated entirely.
I can fix that.
Dodgeball sucks.
Dodge boulder is worse.
Boulder.
I was good at dodgeball, but not dodge boulder.
Oh, I saw that on the Ocho.
Nice. And I'll take the inspiration.
That's already over there.
Give it to you.
Wait. Wait. Artemis is like, wait. Darren, where'd he go?
That's not how it
It
works.
doesn't work like that.
No,
I do not
I
want a
wanna-
dragon unicorn.
Artemis, he kind of just
don't
comes
know
back
where
when he
he-
pleases.
Yep.
Oh.
So, as I see it, we have
So
two options.
I think we have to set up camp. and
Yeah.
Half of us
Can we just write
stay
like
and
"do
half
not
of us
touch"
go.
and just walk away?
Yeah, that's gonna work.
No, with an arrow pointed to it.
Yeah. Avoid at all costs. All
And
right,
the
bye.
wind blows and the leaves cover that thing. Like, oh hey, look.
Oh look,
There was no sign that said no.
so, you're not wrong.
What was that saying you had?
Oh, not my chair, not my
Not
problem.
my chair, not my problem.
Not my boulder. Ow.
Yeah.
I am good
That's only a
faith
kitty
cannot
saying.
leave this here for some poor soul to touch.
So-
because that only will destroy the land. It'll destroy that person.
So, you stay here. Kitteus, you just dislocated your hip. You stay here. As long as you promise not to throw anything else into the orb relic, you should stay here as well.
I will lightning bolt you this time.
I'm
I
At
believe-
the highest possible level.
I'm
Shaggy.
Which is fine if you're
This
curious.
person's telling me.
I think
This
that's
person's telling me to use my son that's not here.
We
Oh, I just learned about your baby like recently.
Yeah, Buccaneer, we're like
Oh.
super far ahead in time.
That baby's dead.
So there's a lot of,
You don't have to yell actually, because they can hear you.
there's a
really
lot of
close.
episodes that you haven't seen yet, but you'll
We're
catch
gonna
up
do our
eventually.
best to get them really
Yeah.
quickly.
Matt will try his hardest.
Yeah. Anyway, so
So I guess us three will go to the
who's us three?
1, 2, 3.
Myself.
I wish to stay.
Okay,
I've
so
got a good feeling.
So just me and
that-
Artemis.
Hold on.
I will go.
I have something to say. I have a good feeling
For
that the
real?
Dragon Knights may have a way of locating these.
Yeah.
And
Like
at
a
least-
dragon radar or
like,
something.
yeah.
Because that's not
So,
copyright.
So if we stay here tonight,
Mashallah!
they,
Mashallah!
they might decide
why am I
to
here?
slaughter us.
Why are you here?
And then just
Rip.
take. I still suggest we just leave it.
they're not like savages.
I'll
You
stab
don't
them.
know that.
I know that they go to the Masters of the Hunt Lodge, and they're social. They're not social with people, but they don't outright go around
They
killing
also
people.
wield dragon souls.
Listen, it's not like we're
Two-
gonna fight
two-
them if they come looking for this thing. They can freaking have it.
Yeah.
Then let's just leave it.
Well, let's just make sure it's them that comes along and collects it.
Exactly.
We're gonna stop whoever comes gets it.
Yes,
Well,
if
either
it's
way,
not
If
them.
it's not
It'll
them,
get us a feel for who they are.
yeah. Let's give it a day. Let's just chill here.
No, but we killed the guy. We should at least figure out what to do with the soul.
I agree.
And and I'll
We keep forgetting that fact.
and actually give him some sort of proper remembrance or burial or something.
Something.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should bury him too.
Something.
I've only been here a month.
His body's not there,
Yeah, I know.
so
We can't bury it. He's already
there's
fried.
no burial.
yeah, you can't bury
You
him.
can't bury, but you can still give him a memorial
Yeah.
somewhere. No.
Maybe he's in
No.
the computer.
You stay away from
We
me.
must toss Rellik into the
No.
orb. Who knows what will
Malok
happen?
was backing up. Relic does that, I'm instantly flying because he can't touch me at that point.
Dragon wings. Oh no.
I can't catch you, huh?
Earthbind.
Let me touch the drink.
Yeah, I have that too.
I can just imagine the dragon like, yes, I'm free again. They touched my soul again. Whose
They're
body do
so
I have now?
stupid.
Oh, this guy doesn't know magic.
Oh, this is gonna
You know
suck.
what I'd like to try to do? Because it's shadow and I'm holy. I'm just gonna shoot a guiding bolt at it.
Yeah, fuck it, go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Until
hide,
everybody
hiding behind
back
tree.
up, I'm shooting a guiding bolt at it. Judging by what else has happened,
I actually
don't know
stand in
what's
front
gonna
of
happen.
Kitteus with my shield.
I was,
Seems
I was
like-
just gonna stand behind Relic and like, if this hits you, it's on you.
I'm gonna stand in the
there's,
open.
there's a tree behind me, so
Alright,
I'm
so-
gonna take him out of that.
Like, if you think this is a
what
good
do you want me
idea,
to
then
roll?
I trust you
Nothing.
and I'll stand
Nothing.
here.
Alright, I shoot a level 1 guiding bolt at it.
Okay. And a little energy of yellowish white light kind of passes into it, and it just pulses for a second, and then that's it.
That's it. Okay. Well,
Lame.
that didn't do anything. It was worth a shot. It was shadow. Sorry.
So how high can you go with that guiding bolt?
Pretty high, but it didn't look like it did anything.
Well, because you cast it at a low level.
Well, you could have seen it maybe do a little bit of something.
It did something. It pulsed a little bit.
Ooh.
I still think we should just go to the castle.
Yeah, go to the castle. We'll sit here and babysit this thing.
Go to
Good
your
idea.
castle. Go to your castle.
Artemis, let's go.
Agreed. How are we doing
I'm
it?
gonna join
I
you
walk
guys.
I walk up to a tree and touch it.
Oh.
Run, you have 6 seconds.
I run.
Two.
I run right behind him.
Three.
Okay.
4.
I would
I
say
recall
I
Scyther.
sure that there was a tree in the
6.
castle area that I've
Nearby
seen.
somewhere.
I
yeah.
recall Scyther and run in.
Okay. So, and you run through. You guys arrive at the castle. It is nightish. or,
Outside the castle, right?
It's sunset-ish,
care.
dusk,
Inside the
if you
castle.
will.
Well,
And you
not
walk
that.
into the
Not
castle.
Not,
Where are we going?
we're going to the castle that's over.
Oh, okay,
Look
okay.
at the
The
dog.
Masters of the Hunt castle.
Yeah,
Oh,
gotcha.
okay. That's what I thought. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say.
That's the castle.
Gotcha.
So you
still don't know
Castle
the name.
Rosk.
Rosk.
It's the
Castle
Rosk family castle. They just Castle Rosk for short. So you arrive. You walk into the front entrance into the foyer.
I'm still
The
limping.
beautiful foyer.
How many foyers does this place have?
You know, only one, but it's enough to basically be like 8.
Immaculate.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So you arrive. Zarud is sitting at the desk still, and she's, oh, back so soon.
Yes, Lady Zaruda.
I just.
You're not there.
You're not there.
I know
You're
I'm not there, but like from bot I'm like, what?
I do apologize. We encountered some trouble in our mission. Nothing to do with the Naga. There was another individual who beset upon us on our path. Earlier, when I was conversing with Lord Denarquez, I noticed him send out a message using the sending spell. I wonder, do you have that same ability, or would it be only the Lord of the House?
I am not magically inclined as he is.
Ah, I see. Would I be able to speak with him then momentarily?
What are you asking? I'm not.
We were beset upon by someone who was infected with a dragon's heart.
The one you brought here.
Yes.
No, he's dead.
Yeah,
We
he came back.
took care of the situation. However, the heart remains.
Now you don't know what to do with the heart.
Exactly.
And this is our problem because
It is not. I was only going to ask him, the Lord, if he would be so kind as to message the Dragon Knights and ask them if they would be available to come and pick up the
Dispose.
soul.
if that's what you'd like him to do, I will ask him to do it. I will advise against it, but
Of course, you know these lands much better than myself, lady.
It's
if you
not
could.
about the lands, it's about the company.
May I ask? May I inquire why?
Again, you've never interacted with the Dragon Knights,
Correct.
We have not.
and you think the best time for your first meeting is with a dragon heart at stake.
We have no intention of fighting them over it.
Then by all means.
Would there be a better method of disposal that my lady knows of, or?
It's, well, I mean, that I know of, is the only way I've seen is either absorption by an individual, or a very powerful item or something along those lines to absorb and then utilize or dispose of. The heart itself is pure energy, and it cannot be moved, relocated, anything. It has to be absorbed where it is, and if it's not, then it will stay there until it is. And I would fear leaving it there too long.
As would we. That's why we came here without much. He gave us no choice.
We did not leave it unattended, my lady.
Yes, we do have people watching it.
Who's that?
Shaggy,
He's talking weird.
my lady man.
Oh
Man.
my god.
Oh, man.
If you wish to have the Dragon Knights come to you, then I will have them be sent to you.
Unless...
This could be
I
fun.
can only, again, advise caution, and hopefully I can get somebody else to take up that contract.
Which contract?
Which contract?
Yours.
You
Unless
believe
you
they
have-
would take our lives?
Without a second thought.
But we're offering them something they want.
No, they will take what they want.
They can have it. We offer no
It's-
resistance to it.
What
Again,
if-
you don't know them very well.
What if... I'm just throwing it out there. We make contact with them.
You know what happened to your friend Malok,
Yes.
which is?
Man,
He turned into a demon, essentially.
He was corrupted
Corrupted by the
by
heart.
a corrupting dragon. As I understand, all of the hearts react differently to people.
True, not all of them turn them into demons, but a good number of the Dragon Knights, at least the higher leveled ones who have absorbed dragon hearts, are pure evil. Make no mistake.
oh, good.
They are not shadow demons, all of them for sure, but the one that I've interacted with here, the one that comes to take contracts occasionally, very occasionally now especially, he was a human at one point, but now he is scaled and disfigured and extremely powerful.
So it would be within everyone's best interest to not give them yet another one of these.
Agreed. I apologize.
I would advise against it.
I had assumed, based on the nature of them coming to get contracts here, that the nature of their group was somewhat different than it seemed. I appreciate the
Look,
information.
we don't choose our clientele. We provide
No.
contracts and we provide the payment and we get a portion of it. We can't be picky.
Of course not, and I would dare to
And
make no judgment against that.
We get some bad groups in here too. It happens.
I just
right?
meant I was mistaken about them.
Could
They only come in when
Reflection
it's
on you.
dragon-based enemies anyway.
Could there be some sort of arrangement we can work out where you perhaps provide us with something that will be able to contain it?
And she takes her feet off of the desk
Oh, good.
and she leans forward and she says, "You are not even entry-level members. You haven't even completed your first hunt, and you request an item powerful enough to contain a dragon heart.
Oh no, he did that. I knew that.
Being within the best interest,
That's all him. I knew that was a no-go.
having that be in the best interest of both us and everyone
is-
who serves in this.
This is not her
It has
problem.
absolutely nothing to do with me, my family, or anybody else here.
But it
We
could.
This
brought
is your
the-
problem.
we brought
You've
the
brought
item
it
to
to
their
this
item.
island. That you dispose of the problem. That's it.
Fuck it, let's just leave it here now.
Yeah, fuck it.
And that is the answer I assumed, and that is
No,
the
I'm
right
not asking
right
for
answer.
handouts at all. I'm saying if we work towards some sort of monetary compensation to make up for whatever we choose as an item and work towards
And what
paying
guarantee
that off.
do I have that you'll come through on this? None. Absolutely none.
Well, not necessarily a guarantee, my lady. I of course could, depending on the value of the item, I of course could give you
Something to
could
hold.
pay for it.
How much is my
Something to hold in the
meantime?
meantime until we
If you
complete.
have something enough to pay for an item of that magnitude, why not just use that item?
Because the last time we had spoken with anybody who had any sort of depth at dealing with these dragon hearts was the Shields of Justice. They claimed they had searched for months for an item that would be acceptable of containing a dragon's heart. Being that you are the most powerful family here and you have a lovely castle and shops downstairs,
Thank you.
we assumed, or my associate assumed, that you may have something already on hand.
And we may. But if you think you have something powerful enough that it's worthy of our trade, then you have something powerful enough to contain it.
Oh, no, I meant monetarily.
That's,
Gold-wise.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is that out of character? I'm
Yeah.
saying. So you're saying I'm going to trade something of equal value for something that I can use.
No, I'm saying I would pay her for something that we would use.
Okay.
That's-
Then I misunderstood.
I
Then,
was,
okay.
yeah, I was
Gotcha.
trying to say how much would the value of such an item be?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was basically saying we would work
Understood.
to pay it
Actual
off, kind of thing.
That's where I was responding to
Okay.
is the work to pay it off because she
Gotcha.
has no guarantee that you'll come through on that, and if
Right.
not, she's out an item, and whoever killed you or whatever killed you now has that item.
Right.
Is what she was saying. An item of that magnitude would be somewhere in the range, depending on what it was, a range of 40 to 50,000 gold.
I have
7. Clean out your socks, boys.
All the socks.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. I have 28,500 gold in the bank in Karaga. I could make that trip between myself and Shaggy over here within a day's time.
2 days' time.
2 days' time, considering that's how long it would take to transport via plants and come back. 28,500, we'd need to find a way to make up the rest, which we'd be more than willing to do. Got to find a way to do that, though.
I have
Give
a
us
I
a-
have a question.
Yes.
If we give up, we have the $28,000 in gold.
You do
and-
not have it in gold.
Well, I'm saying if we, I said if we
Uh-huh.
had it, right.
Right.
If we had the $28,000 in gold, and I gave up my armor here. I'm not sure how familiar you are with Shadowfell creatures, but this is made from
Quite.
Bullet, as a deposit of sorts, so that we get the item, contain the heart.
My boy, we are not a pawn shop.
I know we're not a pawn shop, my lady, man.
However, there is a
My boy, man.
My lady, man.
there's a pawn shop that fucking loves the shit out of us in Karaga.
Right, but that's not my point, man. We still
Also
have
a girl.
We still
Yep.
have a contract out for 10,000
Very well.
plus. To
You want a guarantee that we'll come back if you give us the item.
I don't want anything. I want you to dispose of this problem on your own.
I'm just asking you. You said you had no guarantee that we would come back.
Correct.
I'm gonna pull off my disc. This is a family heirloom, one of its kind. I will return for this
Okay.
if you would like me
Now-
to leave this here.
Hold on. Just before we do this, the way your character works, the way we've decided is that you use that to cast spells.
I know.
Meaning you cannot cast spells without it.
Don't worry. I can't cast my wizard spells.
Okay. Then you're cool with that?
Still got some stuff. We'll see where it goes first.
Okay. All right.
God.
Then that's fine.
See how crazy we wanna
I
get
wanted
here.
to be clear before I interacted any further.
See how crazy we want to get here.
And
You're crazy.
I'm going crazy.
in short, because we want to wrap up, she instructs you to go to the other, not her, she's not an appraiser.
It's worth
A store, one of the enchanters, someone else to appraise it. She
Okay.
instructs you. She'll find this agreeable terms if you can come up with if you can get your gold.
Fair enough.
She she restates that she would much prefer if you guys used something of your own, just to avoid this whole mess. But
Well, if we buy the item, it would be our own anyway.
right, but it's leaving it out there with 3 guards for however many days it takes you to go there, come back, then go there.
There's also the problem
So-
of where we're going to store this once we contain it.
Just lob it in the ocean when we leave. That's honestly what the Shields of Justice said. If we ever find one, it should be kept in the depths of the ocean
That's
or
fair.
somewhere where people cannot access it.
But if you remember, they actually said in the depths of the ocean. Actually, never mind, because there are bad creatures at the bottom
Those
of the ocean.
mermaids.
Oh, balls. We should just show up. Here, we got another
Are there
one
any
for you.
active volcanoes?
There is. In
Oh,
Zakar.
but just what?
In Zakar.
Okay.
Throwing it into a volcano because I'm totally down to Lord of the Rings this shit.
Yeah, that's goblin territory.
One ring.
But the problem is we have to take it to the volcano. Either way.
Sure,
He's
there's
so done.
That will be figured out another time.
yes.
Because as
mean-
of right now, what?
Do you mean like next time?
On the
Right,
critical
right
miss?
at next time?
Next time on the critical
The critical
miss?
miss?
The what?
Next time
On the critical miss?
on the
the
critical
next-
We'll see you
miss.
next time.
Oh, cut it out! Cut it out!
Oh, my lord.
Adios, guys. We'll
Thank
see
you
you
guys
next
so
time.
much.
Thanks for joining us.
Hopefully you get to tune in again soon.
If you're watching the playback, our YouTube channel, The Critical Miss 3. He streams on Twitch. I sometimes
Yeah,
stream on
he's
Twitch.
some guy.
Or follow Be Terrific on Twitch or on the Twitter. I assume is the same handle and everything
I
like
believe
that.
so.
Be Terrific. Search for it. Their
You'll
website.
find
You'll
it.
find it.
Machete Mantis.
Machete
Get
Mantis
outta
is his
here.
Twitch. Can you like Twitch videos? I don't know how this stuff
I don't
works.
know how.
I'm so busy all the
Blue Orange
time.
Army if you're an Artemis fan.
There you
I
go.
don't know what he just said.
See you later.
Wonderful D&D adventures.
All
Good
right.
night, friends.
Have a good
It's only afternoon.
Yeah, that's
Good night, friends.
Don't eat dragon hearts.
All right.
Don't eat dragon hearts.
I'll be dragging these
Are we
hormones
clear?
across your face.
Oh my god.
We
I made
clear?
that joke to my boss yesterday.
I don't know if we're clear. I assume we're clear.
I assume you
Oh,
still have
wait,
a
I
job.
gotta take off the microphone.